students when they're on the phone with them, as well as the business office folks. Borrow only what you need. You know, you have the power to tell your financial aid counselor, hey, I don't need all of that. I don't need all that subsidized and unsubsidized and Grad Plus, plus the scholarships and the Pell and the SEOG that I'm getting. This is what the cost of my tuition is. This is the scholarship that I'm getting, and whatever I need to supplement the difference or subsidize the difference between those two amounts may be what I want in financial aid. But you know, they will work with you because they don't want you to be in debt any more than you want to be in debt. So borrow only what you need. Number two, understand your loans. There's some terminology in financial aid, in the world of financial aid, that makes a big difference if you understand the difference between them. There are two kinds of loans in the direct loan program, which replaced the Stafford loan program: subsidized and unsubsidized. And the difference between those two types of loans are that the interest is paid by the government initially in subsidized, and then unsubsidized, the interest is paid by you immediately. I've often heard the business office people refer to subsidized loans as that's the good money, and the unsubsidized loans not so much. There are federal loans versus private loans. The federal loans are government, and you can receive better benefits in terms of repayment options. And the private loans are loans that signature loans, you know, where you're financing your education with a bank. And then fixed interest rate, the rate never changes. And then variable interest rate, the rate changes every July 1st. So, you know, if you have not already created a profile with your loan servicer, I suggest that as soon as you get home, you do that.
What do you mean by profile?
Well, you register, just like you would any other website, with a log on and an ID. And then visit often and visit early. Because
are you talking about creating your tax file?
No. If you are a recipient of financial aid and you've already taken out loans,
Right.
you want to find out who your servicer is. It could be Sallie Mae, it could be Navient, it could be Cornerstone. I mean, there are several out there. Get on that website and identify yourself. They'll ask for your loan number, your last 4 digits of your Social Security. I'm not absolutely sure, but you just want to register yourself as a user on their website. And then you can manage your loans that way. You can look to see how much you borrowed, what your repayment options are, what the percentage of interest rate is. If you have your loan payment taken out of your bank account, you can reduce your interest rate by as much as 0.25%.
Really?
And over the life of a loan, that could get you to Atlanta to visit your family. So set up an online account with your servicer, visit early and visit often. The other reason that you want to do that is that when you do start repaying your student loans, you want to make sure that they're applying the money you're paying them to the right balances. I have personally, not me personally, but I have a family member who was making routine payments, and then she would go out to check, and lo and behold, they were applying the payment even though she was specifically instructing them how to apply the payment. They were not applying it to the loan number that she had asked them to apply it to. So, you know, the onus is on you. Just because they are a huge lender and a huge servicer doesn't mean that they can't make mistakes. Of course they can, and it's your responsibility to make sure that they're not making those mistakes and get them corrected as soon as possible. And then know your repayment options. Oftentimes it's, you know, 10 to 20 years repayment. And in flash drive I give you, there is a page that shows the repayment amount based upon estimated percentages and loan amounts. Loan amounts in the left-hand corner, and then across the top are percentages, and then you just go like this to find the amount that you're going to have to pay based upon the average amount of your loan and your interest rate.
I have a question about that. With the new law that Obama has, is it where we can set up our payment options according to our income? Is it something?
Well, I know I have heard that there are programs that are available to people that will help make help them repay their student loans. But you know, your best line of defense is to talk to the financial aid office. So 513-861-6400, extension 2005.
Okay.
Or Google it, or call your loan servicer, because they
Okay.
also have that information. I don't know, so I
Okay.
don't want to tell you something wrong.
Okay.
I had just heard the same thing you have, but
I think it was
specifics.
like effective in December, not sure. Because, you know, students were struggling with repaying their loans. They were graduating college and weren't able to find jobs, and so they were struggling to pay their loans.
Right, I mean, this student loan repayment estimate, which you have the entire sheet on your flash drive, but you know, this is just an example. If the loan amount is $25,000 and you're paying over a 10-year period of time, it's going to be 120 payments, because 10 years times 12 months a year is 120 payments. And if you are at the 6.8% interest rate, I'm just going to pick the middle of the two that's displayed. Your monthly payment is $288. Okay, so 288 times 120 is way more than the 25,000 you took out, but that's because of the time value of money. You're
Right.
paying back the principal and the interest.
It's like that house you bought for $120,000. That cost you $400,000.
Yeah.
So that's the student loan repayment estimate, and it was just the middle interest rate that I picked. It shows you that on a $25,000 loan, the interest that you will pay will accumulate to $9,524.
Interest is almost $10,000.
I have a question,
Sure.
Ms. Stevens. Can you refinance your student loan
Which
with
window
another
will I
company
jump out
if you don't
first?
like your interest
Huh?
rate?
Which window will I
Can you
jump out
shop
first?
I know that's
your
right.
student loans?
The one next to
Again,
mine.
another really good question for
Financial
financial
aid.
aid or your loan servicer.
Okay.
Mhm. And that is all I have tonight, and I would like to hand out the flash drives that have this information for some good financial aid
Yeah,
information.
thank you so very much.
Wow.
Does anyone have any questions about how to use the flash drive? Does everyone know how to use the flash
We
drive?
better by now.
Yeah, you just wanna, let me show you, you're just gonna, take, like, see the thing that looks like a cuticle right here?
Yes.
Okay, the indentation right there, you're gonna take, that's toward you, okay, and you're just gonna push that straight out.
Right.
And then you pull this out, and this is what goes in the drive in your PC. And when you
Okay.
open up your PC, it'll be the D, typically it's the D drive.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I've never seen one like this before.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Does everyone have Excel?
Mhm.
Oh, okay, good. Then you're good to go.
All right, okay, I wanna see those budget worksheets back in your end.
This is great. This is great. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
I had no idea about the profile either. Setting up a profile, that's awesome.
Yeah, because if you do that, you can sign up for direct deposit or
Right.
pay repayment by ACH, and it's just a wealth of information. And every time you make your payment, you wanna go out and check and
check.
make sure that they apply it properly.
Yeah, because obviously if you have, unsubsidized versus subsidized, you're gonna wanna be paying the one with the highest interest.
Sure. All right, any more questions? I have tons of materials, all kinds of books about, how to save $100 just by changing a light bulb. Which is, I don't know, we use those ugly pigtail ones,
Yeah.
that you can get from the women working in neighborhoods. Brenda Bush and her group used to offer that.
You can also get them from Duke.
From Duke.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was gonna
sure,
say,
yeah.
They gave me a whole box of them.
Yeah.
They've given me
They
quite a
last
few.
Much
Oh,
longer
so much
now.
longer. And in fact, you take a Sharpie and you put the date that you put them in, and you'd be surprised how many years go by before you have to
Really?
change them.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Even I'm not that anal. I hadn't thought of that.
Like if you're out to prove a point.
They don't even make regular light bulbs anymore, do they?
They're very hard
They
to
don't
find.
make the 100 watt. but they
No,
make
no.
the smaller watt in the incandescent.
Okay, and see, that's, the 100 watt is what I like in my kitchen, so I can see
Yeah, but
what
you
I'm
know
about
what?
to burn.
They've got very expensive.
Well, they're more, they make you look
Yeah.
better in the lighting, the ones that are worse for the environment are softer, like in the
Ah.
bathroom.
Oh.
Fluorescent ones, you're like, oh, you can see everything.
Box free.
Thank you, Karen, I appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
do
yeah,
too.
no worries.
Yeah,
This was
I know.
a good exercise for me too, so thank you for letting me do this.
I always take advantage of that because they send you a huge box.